Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rumbling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Dishonored Blind. I don't quite know where I'm going, to be entirely honest. So... there's a bunch of weepers around. I guess I'm going in this direction. I'll leave them be. Relocated. I don't really need the coin that much. There haven't been useful upgrades for me for quite some time, and in fact I consider that to be a weak point of the game as a whole. It's not really designed in a coherent, sensible way, because you have those two play styles that are at odds with one another. And I think, you know, the narrative is strongly suggesting that you should go non-lethal, but the gameplay, you know, the amount of the available upgrades and weapons and stuff is sort of the opposite. It sort of implies that if you want to have fun, you should start killing people. You know, and I feel like at this point that there's actually very little incentive for me to keep picking up all of the loot, because I can hardly even do anything with it. So I don't know, like I like the game quite a bit, but it doesn't seem... it seems somewhat badly designed at parts. Even the stealth itself seems to me to be less sort of responsive and less easily utilized than in Thieves, which, you know, the Thief games, they are what, 30 years old at this point? Rail station office key. Okay. Slave routes map. So So does the name of the map imply there's slavery in the Empire? Central Radshore Station. Okay, I don't want to go there yet, because there's still quite a bit to explore in this direction. Why am I swimming sideways? Is there a current? What's going on? I think the game is a little drunk. Unless I'm really not supposed to go this way. Yeah, maybe this is just the boundary of the map, because I literally cannot swim this way, but it should be communicated a little bit better. I guess I'll go this way then. This is not optimal at all. quite a few of them along the way, which, you know, makes sense. I am closing in on their territory. There's a rune downstairs though in the water, so I'll drop by and get it. You throw carried objects a bit farther. I'm not quite sure where the other one came from. Okay, that didn't quite work.
They butchered the deep ones here, breathing in the rich stink of their enchanted flesh.
I do not understand. Corvo's weaponry is of great quality. If Daud will not use it himself, why don't we simply cast lots for it?
What I do not understand is why you are voicing your complaints to me and not to Daud himself.
Excerpts from an assassin log. The four hounds we rescued from the overseers are making great progress. I am confident that with continued care and proper feeding, the training they received at the hands of the zealots will fade, and they'll begin to behave more to our liking. No! Okay, that's the opposite of what I wanted to happen.
job tonight. I am gate-bound, not river-bound.
And Daud holds the key to the tunnel and is asked not to be disturbed. Is that it?
Correct.
This prisoner we took, the bodyguard who was with the Empress, seems to trouble him gravely.
Yes. I feel that we've reached a turning point tonight.
Yes. Good luck on your assignment.
What's the clue? There is a tunnel under Daud's base that leads to the Radshot gate area. The way is locked and Daud keeps the key with him. Okay, so that might be an escape point later on. Instructions from Daud. The sleep toxin is only to be used on abductee targets and on bounties which we need alive. Don't waste them trying to avoid collateral casualties. Daud's key needed. Now that Daud doesn't really do much to endear himself towards me, because he literally said it's a waste of time and resources to avoid collateral damage. I'm stuck.
riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an Empress.
So he regrets it, I guess. And those are all of his assassination targets. The Royal Protector, Ratio Chamber of Commerce, and the Lighthouse, Daud's log. Okay, let's start with the log. 18 years on this wretched rock in this city of filth, I have felt the blood of scholars, of noble pedophiles, of guildsmen, of unfaithful lovers, of politicians who were far too just for their own good, and of law enforcement who came too close to bringing the wrong men to justice. Why should an empress be any different? Why should I feel the entire weight of a dying city crashing down on my back? Corvo, Lord Protector, is of Serkonos, just as I once was. I might have known that fact already, but it didn't matter until I recognized it in his face. It brought back distant memories of home and the optimistic man I once was. What would I find if I went back there? Would I find that it has rotted from the inside, just as Dunwall, or would it appear would it only appear that way because I am the one who's rotted? The lighthouse. I read that already. The Royal Protector. Throughout the ages, rulers have always faced attempt on their lives. Once in generation, the empire is rocked by the death of a powerful political figure or a religious figure. As such, city-states across the Isles have devised varying strategies for protecting their leaders. In the capital city of Dunwall, each new emperor is allowed to appoint a royal protector. This is far more than a trusted bodyguard, much more revered than the hand-chosen guards defending the Dunwall Tower or the food tasters. The royal protector is a court figure given enormous latitude, who keeps constant company with the highest ruler in the known world. At the age of 12, the young monarch participates in the selection process, making the final decision about who will safeguard his or her life. While most of the chosen as royal protector have been men, several times throughout history, a woman has served in that role. For the first time in Dunwall's history, a monarch has been slain by her own bodyguard. At the time of writing, with the Dunwall in the grip of the worst plague ever recorded, our fair Empress Jessamine Coldwin has just been murdered. The deed was done by her former royal protector turned assassin, Corvo Attano, who is still sitting in the Coldridge prison, awaiting his deserved execution. Some argue that it is worth noting that Corvo Attano is the first royal protector in the history of the Empire born outside of the island of Gristol. The Ratshire Chamber of Commerce. Once the financial heart of the Empire, the Ratshire Financial District was a hive of trade activity. No district employed more barristers, accountants, or indeed more security, and no part of Dunwall saw greater flow of coin. When the flood barriers broke and the water broke in, the looting that followed was accompanied by an epic period of chaos and butchery. Those who could withdraw and move their assets did what they could. Others, their wealth tied up in grand mansions and artwork, lost it all. When the last of the high society set had withdrawn and lights went dark, Ratshore was a gloomy, crumbling shell of what it one has been, inhabited by thieves, wild dogs, and rats. Once great places of commerce sat empty and haunted, or came to house killers and mercenaries, as well as anyone else looking to hide from the city watch. In mere months, the flooded district was settled upon the most proper name for that place. I would prefer to take out the bodyguard before I try and either take out or just talk with Daud, or both. Okay, this idea has merit. I just have to execute it a little more. Oh, come on. Why doesn't it work? Sometimes it just doesn't display the knockout icon.
Now we fight the duel that no two others could fight against the ticking of the clock.
So he knows how to stop time
My fight.
as well.
Another slice out of time, Corvo. I've waited for this.
I don't particularly like.
Let's see if the outsider will save your life or mine.
I don't particularly want to kill him because I've let worse people live.
Why are you fighting? For the men who poisoned you and left you to die? For your dead Empress? Go on. Strike as if you mean it. You know I can. Fool! We're of the same breed, you and I. You kill for others.
Confront Daud and decide his fate. So I can leave him alive if I want. I think I will, just because that's mostly what I've done during the game, and as I said, I've let worse people live. The eradication of Black Sally, I read that already. Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Many of those who have lived through her reign will weep until the end of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hand of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, the Caldwins were thrust into limelight despite their distance to the throne. When the former dynasty provided no heirs, a prosperous age followed the emperor, but his daughter would have different luck. During her short life, political intrigue and minor conflicts created cracks in the empire, undermining unity across the Isles. The Rat Plague, however, was a terror for which neither Empress Caldwin nor any other living being was prepared.
So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll never know how many times I've thought about trying to get close to you again. Just to put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courtrooms and the mighty swell of public outrage. Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an Empress.
I'm interested in his reasoning. Did he only do it for coin? Or was there some...
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your Empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I see the design on the back of your hand. The mark of the outsider himself. And I remember all I've done. The years of waiting for the right moment to step forward from an alley and drive a knife between the ribs of some noble. All the money exchanging hands from one rich bastard or another. Killing for one of them 1 year, then being paid to kill him in return the next. I remember bending at the shrines, listening as the outsider whispered that I was going to change things, that I was somehow important. It felt good. Made me believe I was powerful. But what have I accomplished? More than you have, or much less. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing, so my life is in your hands.
Yeah, just go.
Make your choice.
Maybe you'll do something useful with your life.
And you choose mercy. Extraordinary.
What bone charm did you have? Your max health is slightly increased. Okay, I'll go back to where all of those chests were, because I have Daud's key, so that should allow me to open those chests and get the loot from inside. Oh, and that's also where the rune is. Okay. I wonder if I'll encounter Daud again in the game. You know, whether he will like return at a crucial moment who helped me because I spared him, or something like that. I have enough for this. Health is increased. I don't have anything else to spend the runes on at this point, so might as well take that. Oh, I didn't get my stuff back. I wonder if I'll somehow regain the crossbow. Like, the crossbow is immensely useful, so at the very least I would like that. Sometimes a potion gives you full mana. Okay.
They butchered the deep ones here, breathing in the rich stink of their enchanted flesh. When the seawall broke, many strange things were drowned and forgotten. They bring the bodies here with rough hands in cages. Some of them are still breathing. The water is so cold, and it is the last thing they feel. These waters are greedy. They will never give back what they have taken. Even the terrible floods were not enough to wash away the sorrows of them. When the last of life is gone, darkness will fall.
I think it is a weeper upstairs. I'm not quite sure how do I get there though. Oh, through here probably. How do I effectively take her down? Given that she's looking straight at the window. I guess I can just do this, which again shouldn't be that big of a problem because the mission is over more or less. Outsider walks amongst us. Spirit of the deep, siren of the dreams. I walked for hours along the coast, leaving Dunwall behind me until a lament of the waves drowned all other feelings. I wept, knowing you would not come to me, my love. You rule my dreams, where I behold with senses I do not possess, in walking life the dark splendor of your home in the deep. There the ocean rests on your back like a sleeping child on a father's shoulders. In these sleepless nights of despair, you appear to me not as a mighty leviathan, but as a young man with eyes as black as the void. Dear Alpha, we don't care if you're sick. Please come home, we'll take care of you, I'm not afraid. Your sister tells me that you're planning on hiding in the flooded district, and that you want to die alone there. Please do not do this to us. Do not do that to us, please. Why can't I climb on top of that? It's a bit of a weird restriction all of a sudden. I really missed 3 runes on this level? That seems wrong. I wonder if the railing will kill me if I stand on it. It is electrified, so I probably shouldn't.
Live ones crawling up out of the canal. Every 10 minutes, I'm gutting another one. How many times have I specified that only cadavers take the long drop?
It's why you get a weapon.
So what is going on up at the tower? Now they're saying the Lord Regent started the plague himself.
I don't understand it either. It looks like a whole other group's in charge. Doesn't change things for us down here. Second item is carriers. Are you seeing plaguers come off the cart looking healthy? A few of them make it back up, and then we've got 10 times the mess.
Could be. Between killing weepers and finishing the barricade. How should I know? Am I supposed to kill everyone I ever see down here?
I'm just passing this on from the stilt walkers.
Well, pass it to the men on the plague wagons. It's their job to gut these bastards before they throw them down here.
We got another whale oil tank on its way. What was that?
Someone get over here.
I wanted to listen to the rest of the dialogue.
Kill everyone I ever see down here?
I'm just passing this on from the stilt walkers.
Well, pass it to the men on the plague wagons. It's their job to gut these bastards before they throw them down here.
got another whale oil tank on its way. When the lights come on again, it'll be your job to spot any weepers.
You think that helps? Now I can stare old ladies in the eye before I cut them down. Why do you think no one lasts on this job?
I'm heading back to civilization. What's left of it. Keep your head and you'll be on the stilts in no time.
I'll do my best. Put in a good word for me, would you?
Security work log. For the next couple of days we're going to quadruple the rate of drops from the plague wagon. This inevitably means that we're going to get a growing number of plague carriers who play dead in hopes of escaping. Here's the plan to keep the Root Shore Gate area secure. Step 1. Set up some arc pylons in the courtyard behind the hotel. We have a street blocker up there, but we can't weld it shut. We still need to use that route to access the river, which means plaguers can too. Put up the barrier between Trash Street and Old Mosley Canal. Install more lights, especially to illuminate the hotel and the surrounding buildings. You might be tempted to borrow the oil tank from the pylons to get the floodlights working. Do not. We need those pylons active and the backcourt secure.
Plague wagon's running every couple of minutes now. We just need to get on top of it and ride out of here.
Okay, great, smart guy. And what do we do when we hit the wall blind on what short gates?
Nice. We'll worry about that when we get there. I don't hear you with any better ideas.
That's because you've got fat. Those tall boys are just waiting for a chance to cut through. We get power to their lights, and they'll go off to hunt plaguers. We can slip right past.
Kill what, a dozen people? I didn't get into this to kill people.
If only you knew how to tie off a boat. We need to make up our minds. That guy in the mask I saw, he came up from the dry canal. That's whaler territory. They're bad.
Okay. We'd better make sure the coast is clear before we pack up. Don't want to get caught with our pants down.
I don't care if I'm wearing pants or not. As long as I get out.
Mosley's warehouse key. Okay, might be useful. The plague wagon returns to the flooded district every few minutes to dump more bodies. While it's stopped, it should be possible to drop onto it from the rooftops and ride out. The City Watch has set up floodlights to illuminate the buildings. When activated, the tall boys will begin hunting for plague survivors and leave their patrols. Yeah, but I don't want that because they will kill people that they encounter. Hey Ferg, a word of advice on your greedy little treasure hunting trips to the flooded district. If you find yourself stranded and the only way is through the Ratshore Gate, this rewire tool will come in handy. If you can get through the doors, the circuitry panel for the wall of light is just on the other side. Better yet, let me come with you. I'll handle the complicated things. I haven't gotten my stuff back, so I really hope I'll get an opportunity to get another crossbow later on. That it wasn't sort of one of the kind. To be honest, I'm not even sure if... Return to the Greaves Refinery. Greaves Refinery. Yeah, that's probably on the other map altogether, because the wording implies I was supposed to recover my gear before I confronted Daud in the first place. I guess it's going to be missing. I'm also missing 2 runes, which is weird. It's quite a lot actually to be missing, so... Yeah, the rails will most likely hurt me though. Oh yes. And they'll hurt me hard. Yeah, I have done goofed. I need to disable the wall of light first. Although maybe I can just ride through to the other side and then look for how to disable it. And to be fair to the game did tell me that there was a note about it. So... I doubt going this way is going to accomplish anything. Unless it's... okay. I've done goofed again. I need to drop beforehand, before I get... Oh, actually, the controls are right here. So, is this the exit? Yes. Okay, I guess my old stuff is just going to be left behind. Because I'm not going to backtrack all the way to where Daud's base was to look for it. You've escaped the flooded district, and now you're winding your way back to the Hound Pit pub. You climb slightly faster. It's not that important because the climbing is often pretty short anyway. If I drop, I don't think there's a way to come back. This is somewhere below. As is this, so to be honest, I think they are all in the sewers. Yeah, I failed my objective, but you know, it happens. For now, this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.